The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know. That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rui Costa. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. That's been slipped through. And it's Messi. And here's Rui Costa. Rui Costa. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Oh, important interception.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He can get that clear. Now it's Messi. Koundé. Messi. Nice sequence of passes, this. Cafu gets rid without sophistication. Passing is crisp and sharp. Real chance! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Conte. Oh, that's up. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. An instinctive delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the shot's on here. Nicely aimed pass. Fernando Torres. Bellingham. Can he get it through?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
2 added minutes
and now they can spring out of defence. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing, and...
Beckham! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham. Raul. And here's Lewandowski. Isco. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And they've got rid. And here's Raul.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be.
Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Beckham to take it as usual. Lewandowski with the clearance. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's well positioned here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Not the most accurate pass. Ah, that's a fine interception. That's going to go a long way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high.
He's got full. Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Lewandowski at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have got our... Ah, he's given it away. And this is Rui Costa. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Beckham is standing over this one.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
He's had a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh no, this... And the shot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Isco is always looking to break lines.
4 added minutes has been
Tries
indicated.
to play it through. Oh, played right into his path. Great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Cafu plays it in. Defend it. And there goes the final whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, it's quite simple, they have the best man for the job on it.
Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Spread out to the left. Bale going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff proves just a little bit... Oh, he's been caught napping! Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Liverpool with the corner, there first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Torres. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He is through here! And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Messi. Messi has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Van Dijk clears it away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Elects to cross. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Up he goes! Goal! Arsenal! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Cannavaro. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Fernando Torres, and he plays one through. Cafu could try cutting inside here. Cleared away. And they're quick to get it back. Has a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Guardiola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. And he thumps it clear. Bellingham!
2 added minutes
He's done
has
very
been
well to
indicated.
get to that.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
That has been cut short. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Knocks it into space. Lovely bit of skill. He's found a way through. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Adams has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's coming.
Chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. It's a good run down the right. And he whips it in. Adams getting this one clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the shot! That's another chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, McAllister. Number 20, Rijkaard.
Liverpool choosing to
Number
make the first
18,
change.
Johan Cruyff.
Arsenal are
Number
sitting
23,
pretty, 2-0 up.
Messi.
Well, now's the
Number
time you
7,
can afford to be
Bale.
more daring, Peter. It
Coming
may
on
be
the
tempting
field,
to sit on
number
this, but
6,
I'd say go
Kukçu.
grab a third.
Number 22,
Isco.
Pedri. Number
White
4,
kept aware,
Mbappe.
and it is reclaimed
Number
easily.
9, Hazard. Number 21,
Knocks it out wide.
Nico Williams.
Isco. Cross to the back post. Climbs up big! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. No space, no... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Well, this is a real privilege, Peter. There's an iconic number 10 below us.
You refer, of course, to the great Zico.
I do indeed, arguably the best of his time, and while he thrived in the number 10 role, he could play in any offensive position on the pitch, really.
We'll just sit back and enjoy him.
An easy watch, Peter.
Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Gets into some space, and he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's heaved it away. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now there's a fine ball. It's roll! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. That's really well cleared. And here's Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Thuram calmly anticipates. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good alertness. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Isco. Oh, well measured. Chance for a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Mbappe. That has not gone well. Davids. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And here's Mbappe. And Mbappe! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's the throw. And it's Zico. And he's picked out the run. He's away. And that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time. A real opportunity here from a position of Zico! That was travelling. Back in possession and ready to go again. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back on the way. So neither... David Villa! Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Zico! Decent enough try.
Zico is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. That's going to go a long way. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Deftly away. Not the most accurate pass. Zico. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, well measured. Shevchenko could try cutting inside here. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And here's Zico. It's run loose here. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And he is going into that little black book. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. It's a sharp pass. And here's Mbappe. Makalele. Oh, they can break here. Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. He's a sharp little ball. And again! No mistake! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8, Mbappe.
No time for changes on both sides, actually. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Haaland is onto this. He's going for goal! And that could have brought them level.
Haaland really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Zico, probing pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 4, Isco. Number 21, Bellingham. Number 14, Pep Guardiola.
Oh, this looks sharp.
On the field,
Pass is just off target.
11,
Danger averted for now.
Number 19, Park Ji-sung. Number 16, Rodri. Substitution in progress.
Great vision. Threads one in.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama to increase the lead. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Has been indicated.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Seedorf. And this is Lewandowski. And that's a good ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Arsenal on the spot for parity. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Elects to cross. Cleared away. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it... And the finish! Goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Adams gets good distance on it.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Ball's out once more. It's going to be another throw. In with the challenge. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's onside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe! Shifted it to the flank.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a...
Climbs up big! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was...
And Torres! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! Arsenal are level! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Guardiola does well to stand firm and defend it. And here's Neymar. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Neymar.
2 added minutes
That
has been
pass
indicated.
just didn't quite work. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mbappe gets into some space. A header! What a wonderful goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all...
And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Torres! member of the exclusive 300 Club. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the...
Has a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Guardiola clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cafu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Adams attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Neymar. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cross goes in there. Big header! Well, there's the clearance. The ball has bounced loose now. And reclaimed it in a trice. He can get that clear. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lewandowski. A droll. An uncompromising challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Cafu. And that's put paid to a promising move. Hazard. He's come in hard.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lewandowski gets flagged offside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20, Fernando
So, time for
Torres.
changes on
Number
both sides,
4,
actually.
Isco. Number 14, Pep Guardiola.
Now it's
Coming on the
Lewandowski.
field, number 18, David
That
Villa.
pass isn't the best.
Number 15,
Not the most convincing of
Messi.
passes.
Number 16,
Still anyone's game,
Rodri.
this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of...
Great chance! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Costa Curta. Mbappe. Looking for the run.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 5 minutes.
Well, the idea was a good
time.
one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked.
Real chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. He's picked, takes a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! The light, and that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Arsenal leave it late,
And a quick announcement
but in the
today
end,
that
it
memorabilia
was
from
great.
today's match is
Well, I
now
just
on
think
sale
that
in the
determination
Stadium Hall.
and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against
And the
Arsenal.
mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, he just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
And that has left him in a heap. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Torres! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Shapes to shoot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's a searching pass. And no, that was never going to make it.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Torres is firing after that one. Rijkaard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Adams does well to stand firm and defend it. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. A probing pass. And this is Torres. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Torres. Cafu, looking for options for movement. Barrero. Chance for a shot! Rijkaard. Neymar goes on a charge
There
down the
will be
left.
1 minute added time.
He's picked his way through. And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's had a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Up he goes! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And there's is your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Oh, what a mistake! Aimed beyond the defence. Fernando Torres shoots! And yes, it's there! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
He's got 4. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out all
today's
the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Arsenal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero for so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
And Torres! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And here's Drogba.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. Cafu. He's had a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Torres. Oh, good spread. Messi. Ball driven towards the far post. They've won a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's going for goal! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Great defending, strong and determined. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Fernando Torres. Bellingham. It's a threatening ball. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to belt it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Dunk deals with that comfortably. Van Dijk. Raul. Now it's Torres. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. And it's Bellingham. And he can clear it away. Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chips it through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, that shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Cleared away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He won't be happy with that one. He's having a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Referee's given a throw. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Hello, attendees.
So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Arsenal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Arsenal get their fourth corner. And he's managed to get rid. Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Stoichkov. Engages and forces him off the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. No, that's been intercepted. Gabriel. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He could be in here. He's through. It's one-on-one. Chance, surely. He's got a goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20.
Barcelona
Stoichkov.
choosing to make
Number
the first
10,
change.
Didier Drogba.
Arsenal are
Number
now
14,
luxuriating in
De
a
Bruyne.
two-goal lead.
Number
You
3,
can really sense how
Van
important
Dijk.
this goal was for them.
Number
They needed
4,
it. Now they have it.
Bellingham. Coming on the
Costa
field.
Curta.
Number 7, Vinicius
Pull it.
Junior.
Looking for
Number
the run.
8,
Shot could be on.
Haaland. Number 11,
Arsenal
Pull it.
can breathe again.
Number 15,
Just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were
Number
outnumbered, but
47,
he still came out on top.
Foden.
Robertson. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh no, what has happened here? The ball has bounced loose now. Aimed beyond the defence. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a cute ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Raul. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a promising position. Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Good read, needed to be. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Cross from Robertson. Bayer claims it. Safe hands.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Vinicius Junior. Messi.
2 added
Looking
minutes
to play
has
him
been
in.
indicated.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal can reflect on a job really well done. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's quick to get it clear again. And they're back on the ball again. Messi receives it in a wide position. Tries to get it clear. Rummenigge. Now it's Luis Suarez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Luis Suarez. He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Cleared without hesitation. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. And here's Torres. Cafu has it out wide and in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And they're not going to make any further progress now. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Cafu. Cafu tries making a foray down the right. Cafu has crossed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Now, can they get him away? And here's Torres. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And the through ball. Nice interception, well timed. Musiala. And it's Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Beckenbauer. For Musiala. Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Substitution for Manchester
After 45
United.
minutes, it is still
Number
goalless.
42,
A change perhaps after
Musiala.
half-time.
Coming on to replace him.
And we are back on the
number
way.
17,
So
Schneider.
the first half brought no goals. Hangs one in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Rummenigge. Now it's Shevchenko. That has been cut short. Now it's Luis Suarez. Short changes him with that pass.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rummenigge! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Schneider. Looking for the run. And he can clear it away. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And this is Torres. Beckenbauer. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Robertson goes on a run down the left wing. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
No, that's been intercepted. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Arsenal really could have done without this. Now, power or placement? That is some save from Khan! That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Luis Suarez. He's having a shot! He scores! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Beckenbauer. Rummenigge. Tries a measured ball. And that's a good ball. Solid goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Oh, this looks sharp. Cleared away. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Dunk gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's delightful. Robertson. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's got tall, and he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Hibs are looking to go forward now. Cafu plays it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Soboslai. It looks a good ball through. Now there's a... Can he finish? It's in! And the comeback is complete! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Hibs claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And that should get the job done. He's going for goal! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Beckham with the cross. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. It's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Xavi Alonso. Out of play for a throw. Wirtz tries a cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Cannavaro. Frimpong.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he welcomes it in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vinicius Junior. Bullish header! And the keeper has reacted superbly. And the half-time whistle goes. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 13, Fernando Torres.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 97.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Pete.
Climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Aubameyang really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Wirtz. Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. And he's in on goal. And he's managed to get free. That's going to go a long way. Can he get it through? And that was very necessary. That's a lovely, neat pass. Robertson clears. Referee's given a throw. Cafu. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's really well manoeuvred. He's in space and looking for options. Tries to get it clear. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Beckham getting this one clear. Here's... Oh, what has happened here? Roll! And again! Cleared without complication. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Corner number 4 coming up here. He rises! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Hibs can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Ronaldinho gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's found a way through. Beckham. Cross flung. It's a mighty effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9, Raul.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Rice. Number 97, Aubameyang. Number 6, Vinicius Junior. Coming
Arsenal
on the field,
have it back
number
and can
21,
go again.
Bellingham. Number 16, Rodri. Number 15,
Squeeze it through.
David Beal.
Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cannavaro gets it clear. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Short changes him with that pass. The final 5 minutes. And here's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Messi. Played back in, shapes to shoot! Danger averted for now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Deep into stoppage time. Out to the right. Cafu. Played in deep. Terrific header! And he hits the net. Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Goal for Arsenal. Number 10. Musiala.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Referee's given a throw. Nesta clears. Robertson. Showing great feet there. And he decides to cross it. And it's claimed by the keeper. Aims beyond the defence. Rice threads one in. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Batistuta. And he's managed to get rid. Wriggles his way through. Roll! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And he's taking no chances there. Another chance from a corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Nesta. And the pass is intercepted. He's had it taken off him. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! And he's done it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
India are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Vinicius Junior's cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Works it forward.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, it's Raul.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Can he finish? No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Has been indicated.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly...
And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Make sure
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Number 16.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Yamal. And he's had it nicked away. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. And now they can clear their lines. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Messi. He is through here. He's found a way past. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Messi. Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Messi. Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And Messi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 6.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Raúl. Number 17.
And that should get the job done.
Number 13. Fernando Torres. Coming on the field.
They get a throw in.
10. Musiala. Number 21.
Still
Bellingham.
anyone's game,
Number
this.
7.
One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't
Number
given up
18.
on this by any means. They still believe it can be
Substitutions
won.
taking place.
That's really well cleared. Rodri. Oh, that's a key interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Mbappe. Ljungberg.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try
2
again.
added minutes has been indicated.
And he's in on goal, and he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Well, there's the clearance. And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already
Manchester
palpable.
United against Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Manchester United have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Dunk completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe. Now he's got space here. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's taking no chances there. 15 minutes till half-time. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Raul. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Torres. Great defending, strong and determined. Batistuta. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Cafu. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well read, nice interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Raul. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And now,
any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 20, Batistuta.
That gets things going for the second half.
Bellingham. Coming on the field.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Number 10, Neymar. Substitution.
And he's searching for Torres! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! The second half sparked straight into life. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy.
John, surely! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A momentary lapse. He rises! And they've got rid. Now it's Torres. He's gone for goal! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even.
Oh, what's he done? And he takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Into the lead once more. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead. Now it's Raul. He might be in here. Raul. They're urging. Great chance! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross from Musiala. Davids getting this one clear. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Musiala. Searching passes played there. He's a shot at goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Neymar! And somehow he managed to miss it. And he cuts out the supply. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Arsenal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, they can break here. There's a look and place it forward. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it
everybody,
might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle.
Big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Can he get on the end of this? Good read, needed to be. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Mbappe. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Villa. David Villa! It's hit the upright. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He's having a good look here. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. David Villa! It's anyone's ball now. Real chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Now it's Villa. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And no, that was never going to make it. Raul, looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. It's a good run down the right. Cross to the back post. Van der Ven gets it away. Mbappe. Al Nassr are looking to break at pace. He's picked his way through. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi concedes a free kick for that. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that's well seen too. Costa Curta.
2 added minutes
Knocks it into
has been
space.
indicated.
Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Good ball, good take. And the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe.
And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's been cut out, well played. That's really well cleared. And that has put paid to that. Van der Ven getting this one clear.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Musiala. It's run loose here. Great run on the overlap here. Incoming delivery. Can he stop it going out? Rijkaard can get it clear. Arsenal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Costa Curta kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for options for movement. Robertson is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He has a look up and a chance! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was no getting to that. Chance! He scored! And they get themselves in front! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that has been clubbed away. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, what a ball! Torres! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Vitinha.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
David Villa. Coming on the field.
Tries from a long way out.
Henderson. Number 4.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a promising position. Played in by Robertson. Tries to get it clear. And the shot! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
The final 5 minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Musiala. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's going to go a long way. Rijkaard.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Robertson. Musiala. And that is that. Arsenal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Looking to play him in. Raul gets into a good position. Raul, back when it goes. He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Rodri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior. Robertson charging forward down that flank. Elects to cross. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Now can he shot a goal? Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hazard. And he's gone looking for safety. DiMarco.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. He's in plenty of space here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Raul. Lampard. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Played back in. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's managed to get rid. Ruben Dias. He's gone forward. Can he get it through? Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ruben Dias. That has ended up in no man's land. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Great defending, strong and determined.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for the run. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Security staff for each
Any opinion you'd like to
Please
express on the
report to
first
the
half?
staff room
Well, I think
immediately.
from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 6, Vinicius Junior. Coming on to replace him is...
So off we go
number
once
10,
more.
Musiala.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And they've got rid. Yamal. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Driving forward. It's played through for him. And this is Raul. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players... Good chance here!
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cafu plays it in. Big header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
And here's Torres. Messi. Ball driven towards, he gets big! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, nice touch. Here's Kvaratskhelia! It's in! And that could well be the winner!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And the finish! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Played out wide. Cafu. Here comes the cross.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that.
And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No short. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just...
Solid! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job.
And this is Torres. And Torres! Oh no, what has happened here? Messi. Quick look, then plays it in. Triol can get it clear. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Kukçu. And it's Messi. Raul. Raul! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Arsenal really can be very...
Oh, give it away. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's made its way to him. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on. That's another chance. And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Sorloth is herring after that one. Now it's Torres. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Milan deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Passing nice and neat. And that has been cleared. Fernando Torres. Triol calmly anticipates. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice looking ball. And the whistle goes
more, considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Arsenal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And he's been shifted off it. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Iniesta. Arsenal are still that goal to the good. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a lovely, neat pass. Big header! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Musiala. Robertson has it out wide and in space. Raul. It's Raul! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Floated through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Solid! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Marquinhos proves too strong. Schneider. And it's Iniesta. Now, can they get him away? Searching pass he's played there.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Sirleaf. Number 24, Schneider. Number 2, Puyol. Number 9, Marquinhos.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
19, Bale.
Milan have the
Coming
chance
on
to go the
field,
other way.
Number 97, Aubameyang. Number 11,
Milan seem happy to bash their heads
Number
against the brick
3,
wall, Peter.
Gabriel.
That central route forward
Number 6,
is just a no-go
Dirk.
zone.
Number 10, Batistuta. Substitution.
Iniesta.
2 added minutes has been
Batistuta.
indicated.
That's the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality absolute together.